Well, it's a Saturday night and I just got paid. Fool about my money, don't try to shade. My heart says go, go, have a time. But Saturday night, then I feel bad.
I'm at the airport, and I noticed there was a guy over to my left. Finally, he walked over to me and he said, I know you are, I said, Wayne Perky, no.
Gonna rock it up. Gonna shake it up.
I'm such an emotional mess. Timmy's going to walk up to me, and the emotion in the room is just going to build and build and build, and I'll reach down and touch him, and I'll start crying, and the whole thing will fall apart, and it'll be all my fault. Timmy reached up and grabbed my nose, and he cut my nose, and apparently the shock just pulled me all out of it. We had a great show.
Gonna ball it up.
The news is over, and I said, well, it's 5:35, and tell them to welcome Farm and Garden Director Fred Wishy. And I look up, and I thought, my God, he looked stricken. I thought his mother must have died. Something horrendous has happened to Fred. Well, what had happened to Fred was...
Gonna rock it up. Picked her up in 88.
My friend Dick Gilbert was one of the most interesting guys I've ever met. He announced to me off the air, Wayne, I have to retire. Well, it turned out that all these guys who had mustered out together after WW2, and they invested in some orange groves in Central Florida, which were located a half mile from the main entrance to Walt Disney World. Wouldn't you love to have been the realtor on that deal? Ken comes in and says, hello, Mr. Cuban. Welcome to WHA, welcome to Louisville and WHAS. And Neil replies, oh, please, Neil. That's your line.
Oh, please, Neil.
And Ken immediately goes to one knee and said, hello, Mr. Cuban. I'm Ken Schultz. Welcome to WHAS. I have this theory that the mind, unlike what we've been taught our whole lives, it has a finite capacity. You know, and if you fill it to the brim, it's like a glass of water. You try to put a new piece of information in, an old piece has got to come out. And what came out was what you needed right that minute. And the ref looked around, looked at Jock and said, I'm going to call a foul shot for every step it takes to get you back from here to your bench. Jock said, holy smoke! He's in the middle of the court. His team runs over, picks him up, and carries him off the court. Sometimes you have to look for a way around rather than a way through. How'd I do? Was that fun?